we're gonna give it a shot.
Right.
We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see.
Just for those that know, I'm starting to finally get into my little bit of research for the draft. I am not as deep in terms of like my knowledge as these
Yeah, you
guys.
got it pulled up.
So
Cool. All right. Do we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth down the board? We
sure.
alternate.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Oh, we lost
I'm
Brock.
trying. No, I'm trying to make sure the screen's like a
There we
little
go.
bigger.
Oh.
Oh wait, we
That
can do
might-
this.
I can.
Oh wow, yeah, I like that.
Oh, let's do that. Okay.
Look at that.
We'll just
So
make
do we
it
want to
easier.
do it? Just do
Our
left
face
to
cams
right.
are left to right. I'll just start with first, and we'll work our way down. I guess Brock can have his Cardinals.
Heck yeah! Let's
So
go.
just to make it easier for all of us, for all parties involved. Um,
Oh, whoops! I ruined
lost
it. There we go.
I'm just Braden. Just do the thing. Fernando Mendoza is number one. Stop with this Ty Simpson baloney in the top 5 being the first quarterback taken. That's not going to happen. But yeah, Fernando Mendoza number 1 to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay, yeah, I'm number 2. He did have his pro day today, and some of the film that has come out looked a little bit suspect. We don't really know if he has the coverage to be a linebacker. That bend at the edge looked a little bit scary. But based on the film, I think if it's still not Arvel Reese number 2, I would be thoroughly shocked.
All right, Brock, here you go.
You're gonna have to help me with the pronunciation of the last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malinois from Miami. Arizona needs to just beef up that offensive line. I don't know if there's much talk about that. Maybe a defensive player would be the other option, but that's who I would go for the Cardinals.
We just talked about this team and their atrocious rebrand, but they
Thankfully, we still get the old logo. Oh,
Yeah,
my mouse is not right at all right now. How about that? There we go. That's a little
looks
more
better.
Look at that.
This can be a quick one. I think Jeremiah Love makes just too much sense at number 4. You got to give Cam Ward a chance to be successful, and Jeremiah Love is arguably the best player in the draft. I mean, depending on like how you value running backs, but he's gonna be a monster in Tennessee.
I keep forgetting it comes to be my pick after you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick number 5. We're kind of keeping the trend with Ohio State linebackers with my pick. This one's Sonny Styles. I think it is a position of need. The Giants linebacker room, I mean, they brought in Tremaine Edmonds, but outside of that, I mean, how much do you trust him long-term, A, and B, you need more than just him. Sonny Styles can do just about everything. Tackles amongst the best of them. Coverage is still a little bit in development, but he has the tools, has the length, has the speed to really be able to pick it up. You don't see true off-ball linebackers get picked in the top 5 very often. I think the last was Devin White was he at number 5 to Tampa Bay? But around this range.
That sounds right.
But he's just a different animal in this. That type of talent you don't pass on, even if it's a linebacker at 5.
Yeah. Brock Bierman, you're on the clock.
I hate the Browns.
We all do.
Yeah,
You can go a lot of different ways here.
That's the thing. It's like I think I would be looking more on the offensive line again for them, because they're going to need to protect that quarterback of theirs. And actually, the first guy that pops up is who I would be targeting from Utah. Yeah,
You go Fano. All right.
Yep. I think you won't go wrong with either him or the guy from Georgia. I'm blanking on his name, but
Monroe Freeling.
Yep. But
All right.
they just need to go offensive line, point blank. Yeah. Put 2 picks in a row for me that the teams just need to boost up the offensive line to not kill their quarterback.
I mean, those 2 teams, though, need offensive line in the worst way. So I don't disagree with either of those. If Reuben Bain and David Bailey are on the board at 7, the Commanders are sprinting this pick in on whoever. I think it's going to be Bailey, but I'm going to go David Bailey with this pick. Can't really... Defending the run is a choice for him. Doesn't really do it a whole lot, but is an absolute freak as a pass rusher. So,
yeah, and if like you said, if David Bailey and Ruben Bain are on the board, Washington will take one of them, and I think the Saints will take the other. Ruben Bain, I mean, make the argument about the stubby arms all you want. Again, one of those guys that had his pro day today. Did you see the bend? And this is a guy that is like what, 6'3", 270 pounds right now. A guy that big should not be moving like that, man. He just is special. And at pick 8, even with the short arms, I think this is a steal.
Okay. Can you scroll up real quick on previous picks? I want to make sure I'm not.
This is what we have so far.
Okay. And this is the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that
You have every receiver and every corner on the board right now. That would be my recommendation, but this is your pick.
that's the thing is like I'm probably going to go Tate from Ohio State, but I kind of I can't read the screen. Is Sony Styles still available? Like
Sonny Styles was taken at pick 5.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. Then definitely take Tate. But that's someone if he is available for the Chiefs to pick, don't be shocked that they like pick him because I think and Dawson, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think you guys lost a linebacker through free agency this offseason, and I think he would be a heck of a asset for just the overall defense of the Chiefs. But if he's not available, I have no reason to believe that the Chiefs don't go with Tate from Ohio State.
At 10 for the Bengals, it's secondary for me. I mean, PFF has the next 3 guys as secondary players: Downs, Delane, and Diamond. I'm gonna say it's Delane is the pick here. But you can't go wrong with Caleb Downs. I just think corner's a more valuable position, and you can kind of just figure out safety later in the draft at this point. So.
Yeah, and this is a pretty deep safety class, so I don't mind that at all. Voice crack. Jesus, hold on. How about a drink? All right. Pick 11.
I think the Dolphins are going to drink too before every pick.
Probably. That I can't blame them there. At pick 11, though, they are probably pretty happy that only Carnell Tate has come off the board here, and Mansour Delane. It is unfortunate that the best receiver and the best corner are off the board at this pick, as those are probably the 2 positions I think they need to go for the most. But if it comes to this point, I think they would not be mad at their corner options available. But with the receivers, Mekhi Lemon or Jordan Tyson, I can honestly see either. Miami is not a team that is necessarily strayed away from drafting players with injury concerns. So if we're throwing that away, Jordan Tyson could easily be the best receiver out of this draft. Maybe a little bit high given the injuries, but it only takes one team to be like, hey, we think he's clear. We think he's good to go, and we think he will make an instant impact on our roster day one. And I think Miami could very easily be the team to pull that trigger.
Real quick, can we fix our face cams? I hate how small our face cams are.
I can do that while we're working on that.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Let's get through this pick real quick, and then I can do that.
Yep.
The Cowboys, interesting situation for them. Pretty much anything on defense that you can get, I feel like, would be worth looking at. I don't know if going because like do you guys know much about any of these safeties potentially moving over to corner at all? I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not for Downs. I don't know much about the Oregon safety, but there's a safety down the board from Toledo that's just an athletic freak. That maybe could.
Thieneman also ran like a 4.38 at the combine.
So he could.
So it's not impossible.
And
but
so that's
I would be surprised.
And then outside of that, if I don't know if what's kind of best available for defensive lineman or linebacker down on the.
We can look at what PFF has to say about it.
Yeah, let's see what they got.
Caden McDonald, Caleb Banks,
those are the
Woods.
interior
Yeah,
guys.
so it gets pretty rough for them.
If you're going for maybe an edge guy to move in, Akeem Mesidor, Keldrick Falk is a possibility.
It's almost like if they don't, what's the corners look like?
I mean,
Jermon McCoy, Avion Terrell, Colton
Okay.
Hood.
Honestly, I feel like the Cowboys here are gonna kind of have to reach in terms of like where they're probably ranked overall, just because a lot of the guys that they probably could take or they would
There
like to
are
take are going to be available?
offers to trade back if that is something you would like to consider.
You
Ooh, I'm
cannot
kinda
trade
curious.
on free PFF.
Oh, it's
You can't? Oh, you cannot. Okay, my fault.
ooh, Baltimore.
Yeah.
My fault.
but in
I'm
that
not,
case-
I don't have the funds like that. I'm not paying
Yeah.
for premium PFF. Make
In
this
that
pick, buddy.
case, just go McCoy from Tennessee, the best available for the corners. Just because you're gonna have to reach one way or another, and it's kind of just a pick your poison with that. But anything on defense for them is gonna be 1,000% worth it.
This is tough because I could see the Rams going with the receiver, as crazy as it sounds, and Mekhi Lemon is just kind of there. But I think they lost Rob Havenstein. He retired. Does that sound right, Braden?
I
think
think so. Let me.
I think he either retired or is
check
no longer with the
that.
team. But
How's that?
that looks better.
Okay.
Honestly, with just
Yeah,
the
former
upside,
professional football player. So yeah, Rob Havenstein did retire.
with the potential of Monroe Freeling, that might just be too tempting for LA to pass up. They've kind of addressed that need at corner with getting McDuffie and Jalen Watson. Maybe you'll get Downs, but I think Freeling could be an absolute monster for the Rams. So I'll take Monroe Freeling.
All right. For the Ravens here at 14, this kind of just feels like what's going to happen. Ole Ioane, however on earth
Penn
you say
State
that name.
guard.
Penn State guard, funky name.
Yes.
He is honestly,
Good.
even for a guard, I wouldn't be surprised if he finds his way into the top 10. But if he doesn't, I struggle to see how he makes it past 14 when they still employ Daniel Faalele.
Yeah.
And I don't think I need to say any more on that.
All right,
Is
Brock. Who's Baker
Mesidor
taking?
from Miami still available?
Yeah.
He is.
Then give me Mesidor for the Buccaneers at
Right.
pick 15. They need to improve that just pass rush as a whole. I think looks like they were tied for 18th in the NFL for sacks last season, and they just need to boost that up a little bit. So I think Mesidor for Miami will be hopefully an option for them to look at.
This pick for the Jets is kind of funky because they have signed a lot of defense in the free agency, and they kind of have like two okay receivers. I mean, Garrett Wilson's really, really good, but I don't know. Maybe receiver could be an option for him. It's probably the position I'm going to lean. Mekhi Lemon, I mean, if he's there at 16, I think the Jets will be pretty happy with that. But they got to surround someone for Garrett Wilson. Obviously, bring back Breece Hall. I mean, Kenyon Sadiq could be there too, but Mekhi Lemon makes too much sense.
Yeah. At 17 for the Lions, this is kind of an interesting spot because you don't need safety. Safety has fallen tremendously with Downs and Thieneman and EMW still being on the board. Kenyon Sadiq, I mean, you have Laporta. You're not drafting a tight end. CJ Allen isn't a bad option at this point. I am not entirely sure if he will end up being a first round pick. Like Sonny Styles obviously will be like a top 5, top 10 pick. But after that, I mean, linebacker still isn't that much of a premium position to think that he's like a surefire round 1 pick. It's possible, but I've seen Keldrick Falk get a lot of flack from fans, as if he's not going to be 20 years old when the season starts, and he just had 7.5 sacks for Auburn, and is like a big body edge who put him alongside Aiden Hutchinson. I think that edge rush would be really nice. I'm going to take Keldrick Falk here for the Lions at 17.
Sweet. And then Minnesota has the 18th pick. This team is going to be this team is going to be a huge talking point of the NFL draft, just because of the addition of Kyler Murray, and knowing that they pretty much just need to boost up that defense to really kind of take that next level. And I don't really think there's any talk with this. No, I'm aware of who you're circling. They're going to get their next Harrison Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even say it. I'm just giving you the pick. We're moving on.
Caleb Downs,
Wow.
Ohio State. Like I was gonna say, like,
I mean, if they wanted their next Harrison Smith, they would have taken the Oregon safety.
it's either gonna be him or it's gonna be one of those two guys. That's pretty much.
Hopefully we can do like a live, like while the draft is happening. If Dylan Thieneman goes above Caleb Downs, I am logging off. I'm calling my shot now.
But if Caleb Downs isn't available, Thieneman
yeah.
will be the
Thieneman will be the pick then. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're gonna get their safety. Not necessarily replacement, like exact copy of Harrison Smith, just their replacement for Harrison Smith's position, or just overall safety star for them.
At pick 19 with Carolina, I like receiver, but if the top 3 guys are already off the board, then you're looking at what? KC Conception, Chris Brazzell, Chris Bell. Who else is?
Omar Cooper, Denzel Boston.
Yeah, I mean,
like
receiver makes sense because they just had Tet and Jalen Coker as their main guys last year, and whatever was left of Thielen for the first half of the season. Or no, Thielen was in Minnesota. I'm thinking 2 years ago. Excuse me. But receiver's just too much of a glaring need. You could now, if on the off chance that Jeremiah Love isn't the top 10 pick, him in Carolina would be unreal, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, give me. I suppose Omar Cooper Jr. will probably be sufficient.
All right. Pick 20 for Dallas. Let's see. They took... Who did they take? They took Jermon McCoy at 12. So, yeah, I mean...
C.J. Allen's still chilling there.
Yeah, C.J. Allen's still chilling. He probably will be the pick. Dallas kind of just doesn't have a linebacker right now.
Right.
Really, anything on defense they could improve on would be best. Safety, I wouldn't say is a huge need right now for them. Otherwise, I mean, Thieneman's in the conversation. But I think it's kind of just BPA defense. C.J. Allen fills that mold, I suppose.
This pick sucks.
You could do the funniest thing right now.
You could do the funny. I'm just saying you could do the funny.
Well, the thing is which kind of funny do I want to do? Because I could really get funny with it, or I could just take the funny one that everybody probably is expecting me to take.
Whatever your little heart desires, dude.
This is your pick. I have already influenced your picks too much, and I apologize for that.
You're helping me out, honestly. But the thing that sucks about this is, like, they need a quarterback, they need a running back, and they need some offensive linemen. And if you look at kind of the best available, there's not many of those available.
Yeah, I mean, QBs, Ty Simpson, I guess, could end up going in the first round. Running backs just isn't.
It drops.
Price.
It's nothing. Offensive line, there's still some decent options.
Yeah, and so
whether you want to go, like,
but I don't know if that's what they want. That's the thing. I don't even think Pittsburgh knows what they want. So you know what? Let's go with the funny. Let's go Ty Simpson.
Yay!
Absolutely.
Because they need to take a quarterback at some point. I feel like they need to in this draft. It's a situation where if it works, it works. If not, you can just pull a Josh Rosen and draft someone else the next year.
I don't disagree. Braden, pull up the interior linemen because they need someone to protect Justin Herbert.
You could go with an actual interior offensive lineman. A lot of the tackles project to be guards as well. Like Proctor maybe could. Pregnon I've seen hype on. Basantis. Dunker maybe could move inside. There's options here at guard.
Those last 3 guys are not first rounders in my eyes. Maybe Thieneman's the pick. If you don't like the offensive lineman class, maybe Thieneman's the pick. I don't know. You know what? I'll go Dylan Thieneman. Yep. I don't know.
I clicked it before you actually said anything.
Yeah.
So
the Chargers don't really need tackle because they have Rashawn Slater and they have Joe Alt. But like rest
Slater
of
seems like he gets hurt like all the time.
He could go tackle, but I don't know. I don't really like any of the tackles after the first couple in this draft. So
yeah, the Eagles really, no matter what they do here, are going to walk out like bandits. Whether they end up, if they take Proctor, even like Blake Miller is a solid option. EMW would be an okay pick here. Kenyon Sadiq fell to 23. I mean, you want to talk about a goated Dallas Goedert replacement. Granted, he is coming back for one more year, but you don't just draft for 1 year, you draft for the future as well. Sadiq is a freak. Willing blocker, ran like a 4.39 40. Had the second best vertical at the combine. Would have been the best if it wasn't for Eli Stowers breaking the record. He's just a freak, and Philadelphia somehow walks away with another genetic freak of nature out of the NFL draft, despite picking way later than they should be for being able to get a talent like that.
Can you go to, because if I remember right, took the guy from Utah for
Yeah, you took Spencer Fano.
Yep. Offensive line for the Browns. So with the 24th pick, I'm going to look more at the wide receivers just to see what's best available for right now. Kind of a drop off in terms of probably what would be expected in the first round, I guess. I'm trying to see height wise because I think they need a bigger.
Honestly, they could double up at O-line.
I know
both picks. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna take a risk on this one. Let's go with Boston from Washington.
Yeah.
If they don't take one now, they'll take at least one in the second round. But
this pick is it's something because there's no like standout center this year in Chicago. I mean, they just signed what, Bradbury? Does that sound right? Garrett Bradbury?
I think so.
Or am I thinking wrong?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
Connor
really like
Lew, Jake Slaughter, Logan Jones, Jaeger Burton are like late round guys.
Up.
You're not taking one of those in round one.
No. Click on the D line, like the edge rushers, more specifically.
Here's your edge rushers. Do you want me to throw in the interior guys as
No,
well?
just the edge rushers. Give me TJ Parker. It might be kind of a reach. Kind of everyone on that Clemson team just disappointed. Like Clemson was supposed to be really, really good this year. I know a lot of people before the season had them like making the playoff, and they were terrible. But TJ Parker's still a good player, and Bears need pass rush more than anything right now. So,
all right, at 26 for the Bills, I'm gonna go with one of the interior defensive guys here. It's really one of these three with Caden McDonald, Caleb Banks, Peter Woods. I think I'm gonna go with McDonald here. Bit more of like an edge, or not edge. Why did I say that? Run stopper, like just a big body, fill up the run gap. You're not getting past this type of guy. And I mean, there's not really much on the interior right now for the Bills. They had the guy Deion Walker out of Kentucky, came on pretty well at the end of the year. But you're going to need a little bit more than that if you want to compete for Super Bowls, which I think is what the Bills want to do right now. So, yeah, McDonald, I think, will be a fairly nice fit there.
Look at Brock getting all three of our favorite teams' selections. He got the Cardinals,
before
got
I
KC.
make this pick, I do want Braden's input in terms of, would you rather have an offensive lineman right now or a safety with the 27th pick?
With the options available, I would not be mad at either. I know that's not at all what you wanted to hear, but like EMW, I think is solid. Blake Miller's really good. Caden Proctor has potential. Even like the Arizona State guy is not bad. There's options really both, but I do think the options later down the board for offensive line is better than the options at safety.
Okay,
much further. The drop off is a lot more significant at safety than it is.
Okay. So I was gonna pull a funny and take Proctor, but because you said about the drop off, let's go with McNeil Warren for the safety, because I think you guys are definitely going to need to pick one up here in the draft this offseason. So if there's a bigger drop off, there's no point in them not taking him if he's available here in the 27th pick.
Yeah, I mean, you look at after EMW, I mean, 3 safeties going in round 1 would certainly be something. But you look at past EMW,
it drops. Like, you're getting down to the 50s,
Genesis Smith
80s.
is like okay. Bud Clark is a player. Lorenzo Styles had a really good 40 time, but maybe more of like a slot corner than he is an actual safety.
The Jets are going to take Lorenzo if they take, or no, who who the you get?
The Giants took Sonny.
Giants are going to take him. Sorry, I don't know why I flip flopped him in our Reese, but
2 Ohio State linebackers going to 2 teams
Yeah.
in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
yeah. This is interior O-line. I am no longer scared of that. Can you put the options back up there? This is just interior O-line. Emmanuel.
I'll throw the tackles.
Yeah,
as well, if you want to move
honestly,
Proctor inside.
I'm doing the funny. Pick Caden Proctor. I'm doing the funny. He can kick in
Actually,
the guard.
That's really good. I think that's a good pick for them.
Yeah. It just Proctor. He played left tackle in college, and he played well his last 2 years. But I don't know. I could see him moving into guard, and just being an absolute monster at like left guard or right guard.
He could lead the league in touchdowns.
Good. You know, he has wide receiver traits.
It's a not 0% chance.
I mean, how solid are you at Dalton Schultz at tight end in the Big 26?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. imagine you got a game in this stat line. You got Iowa State people scoring all these touchdowns for them, and then you got Caden Proctor out of nowhere.
I would actually never watch a Texans game in my life.
You know what? If he gets drafted to the Texans, I think I might buy myself in Braden. I'll let you pick whatever one. Iowa State guys on the Texans, and I'll get you Dawson of Caden Proctor jersey.
There we go.
And we can all
Three
wear our
amigos.
Texans jerseys on the Between the Hashes pod.
Stop bullying.
Hey, no. After the Aaron Rodgers jersey idea, no.
That was funny
I'm
bullying.
just-
This is me.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah, Braden, your time will come for the bullying.
My team bullies me already. I don't need you guys to add onto it.
All right.
Pick 29, speaking of bullying, I get the Chiefs pick.
Go
Let's
quarterback.
see.
Nessmeyer.
They're going to
No,
move
we don't
Justin
need
Fields
that
to the
anymore.
running back. They got to have some sort of
Yeah.
backup plan.
Drew
Yeah,
Allen.
Cardinal Tate went at pick 9. That's right. So you probably need to go corner here.
Hey,
I mean,
look at that.
Avion Terrell's kind of just here, but I think Spags would actually just have a stroke if he had to start a corner shorter than 5'11".
The Chiefs do not like small corners. The only reason they had McDuffie on their team is because McDuffie before the draft was like a top 12 talent, and he was just sitting there at 21. So they're like, we're taking him.
Yeah. Well, like, you need corner.
I know it's your
Avion
pick, but I
Terrell
would look
is
at edge
pretty
rushers.
easily. You would take who
I know
now?
it's your pick, but I'd look at edge rushers as well.
That
not
is
to-
also an option.
Not to sway your opinion either way, but
But like the best pass rusher available is Cassius Howell. Spags would have a stroke if his best options at corner and edge are Avion Terrell or Cassius Howell. He actually would just disintegrate. Man. Okay. Colton Hood, I mean, Colton Hood's not bad. I think he could end up sneaking into the first round easily. In fact, he usually does end up coming into like the back end of the first round for me. Zion Young, I guess, isn't bad either. Man. Why couldn't you just took Mansour Lane at 9 so I could just make this a little bit easier for myself? I'd much
Sorry.
rather just take I'd much rather be taking like a receiver here. But
It's the Chiefs.
every other analyst out there has Chiefs taking an O lineman with one of their first round picks. You could just do that too.
Caden Proctor. Oh wait, he's
I
drafted.
could do that. I mean,
Oh my
Blake
God.
Miller is here.
Dawson,
your
would
pick.
you
Like
wear
Blake Miller is Blake Miller a left tackle or a right tackle? I can't really remember.
Dawson, would you wear a Kansas City Chiefs Caden Proctor jersey if he got drafted?
Does he become like good, or is he just
No,
like,
you don't
meh?
get a like wait, you have to buy it.
Oh,
Like
the
day
rookie
he
premier
gets drafted.
jersey.
Yeah.
Oh man, probably not. No. I think the only Chiefs offensive lineman jersey I'd buy is Creed Humphrey.
Listen, I know Spags hates short corners. I think he's just gonna have to deal with it. I'm taking Avion Terrell. He just is clearly the best player available at a position of need. Listen, he might be small, but that boy can cover, and he can tackle much bigger receivers than he is. He will make it work.
30th pick for the Dolphins, Colton Hood, Tennessee.
Okay.
Corner.
All right. This is where the run of offensive linemen starts. It's going to be, I would think it's going to be Blake Miller. I think the Will Campbell experiment has not aged well. That might be your guard of the future. And Patriots just need a line in general, even if you move Miller inside. But this kind of makes sense if you want to move Will Campbell inside. So Blake Miller.
And at pick 32,
Dominique
Your
Orange.
favorite team in the world, Braden.
yep.
Dominique Orange.
I can't do my man like that. I can't make myself have to root against Dom Orange. I just can't do it.
Big citrus.
Wait, Wampa went pro?
Yeah.
Yeah, he declared.
Oh, he was a senior?
Yeah.
He was already that feels like literally yesterday.
He is
Yeah.
all the way down.
No,
here.
I know.
He's at 304.
I'm currently just
Damn.
looking at Iowa and Iowa State guys. Shout out Drew Stevens, 445. There's only one page, by the way. There's not enough players to go to a second page.
Yeah. I mean, Cassius Howell's not a bad option here. They do sort of need edge rusher.
Yeah.
I can't remember what because I know they have like Derek Hall and Boye Mafe. I don't remember if they're still on the
they
team
lost
or not.
Mafe.
They lost Mafe. Okay, so they need an edge rusher. Cassius Howell, short arms, but like it kind of just is again best player available at a position of need. Maybe okay. Let me just get all the pop-up ads. Sure, take the cookies. I don't care.
Take the cookies. Are we pushing this?
Yeah,
Are we posting
It
this?
kind of just seems like what makes sense.
I'll make a
Yeah, I
graphic
can-
for this. I'll put all 32 picks in one.
Yeah, I'll save this here and I'll send it over to you.
Yeah.
Sleeper pick, Tyler Van Dyke from SMU, quarterback. I'm kidding. I'm just looking at the lowest quarterback.
Any other